We are rolling. Yep, we are rolling. All right, here we go. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Oh, I hope you're having a good evening there, Chris. Ooh wee. In the ATL for work, huh? I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Figure we do some trucking tonight. We're heading up to Oregon from New Mexico. Gonna head to the Dalles with this all-terrain crane. Maybe we can get out. Who knows? I don't even know. Who the heck knows? Okie dokie. Come on, traffic. You gonna throw me a bone or no? Ugh. Jeez, what in the world is this? I don't got time for this junk. Idiot's gonna sit in the road like this. Telecommunications. And I'm gonna hit that car. Alright, good, I didn't hit him. Oh, but I hit a pole. Good deal. Glad you like it, Chris. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. Glad to have you around, have you watching, buddy. In telecommunications after doing landscaping for over a decade. Well, yeah. I would say the work's not quite as hot. At least it's not consistent heat like it is in landscaping. At least you get to be in the air conditioner every once in a while. Depending on what aspect. If you're always in a air conditioned and or heated environment, well then yeah, you got it made in the shade, sir. This pea soup green Kenworth they got me driving right now. Oh well. It's a way to make some money. That's all that really matters. Because, yeah. We just gotta make money. Doom 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 doom. Come on, car, go. Tag on. You know what? Dude, go, bruh. Ain't a thing in the world coming. You just gonna sit there like, duh. Hey, Gregory. It's been a minute. Did some streaming, did some streaming last night. Checked out, the beta of Fallout 76. Oh, never mind. Dumb. X is on that road. Next road. Yeah, did the, piddled around in the beta of Fallout 76. Figured we'd get some feedback on that. The viewers I did have on the video is pretty positive. I feel like that might be something that we're going to end up streaming. Fallout, just a little bit I played of it yesterday. My first experience with the franchise at all. And it actually seemed like it was pretty decent. $10 an hour after a decade. Yeah, that's a bit of a bite. That is definitely a bit of a bite there, Chris. That's... yeah. $10 an hour. Yo, give me a quick second. Don't go nowhere. Wife just requested my help with something, so hang on a second. Obviously, she needs an extra pair of hands. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. The wife, apparently the wife decided she wanted to rearrange the kitchen cabinets, and in the process, she found a spider. Not like she was scared of it, but she just wanted to do due diligence and see and make sure that there was no other spiders. So there you go. Hi to everybody that's joined and commented. Yeah, let me catch back up on comments. Tell you what, let me bring up map mode real fast so that way I can kind of catch back up on the comments from where I was slacking in AFK. Let's see here. Gregory says he's going to get it on PS4. It's based out of my home state. Let's see. Boss's personal navigator with no one else. Where to go? Nothing for it. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem there, Nick. Sorry, Demario. My bad, bro. That's totally my bad. That's like super improper streaming etiquette. I should have at least shot up a be right back screen, but I wasn't expecting it. Wife comes in here with her phone in her hand. This is how this plays out. Wife comes in, phone in hand, flashlight on, phone turned on. And then I'm like, she's like, I know you're streaming, but I really need you to hold the flashlight for me. And I was like, okay. Then we go into the kitchen where I see half of my kitchen cabinets, the stuff in the bottom cabinets is all out in the middle of the kitchen floor. And I'm sitting there looking at this, and then I see her proceed to crawl into the center cabinet where the sink's at. And I'm like, okay, you stay put, I'm be right back. Went in the laundry room, reached up, grabbed my brand new battery-powered work light that I just bought today. Thank God for Craftsman. Especially the Sears store going out of business. Got that at a deal. I grabbed that thing, and she proceeds to start killing, I don't know, I think there was probably about 8 spiders in there. Not that I'm afraid of spiders, because I'm not. I'm terrified of snakes. So, yeah, that's me. Scared of snakes. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And that's why I was AFK on the stream. Please forgive. I got love for all of y'all. But, yeah, that was fun. Why not? So yeah, right now we're in American Truck single player. I was gonna group up with Eric and whatnot tonight in Truckers MP and do some running with him, but unfortunately, Truckers MP ran through an update, ATS went through an update, and now Truckers MP says can't connect to server for checking for updates. So yeah, that was pretty much a bust on the multiplayer part, but it's all good. We're cool. So now it's back to driving trucks, drinking coffee, and you know, doing what we do, having fun. That's why I said, you know, I don't mind when it's for my wife. It's yeah, I'll drop the headset and walk away. I'll let people know if other people are listening and paying attention and interacting. Y'all let the future fans or the future viewers know, hey, this cat stepped away, something to do with his wife. Not like that. So yeah, it is what it is. It's all good. We're cool. No, I dig it. She just doing a little bit of cleaning and saw a spider and figured she'd go for the gusto. She wasn't even trying to go as far as what she did originally, which made it even worse. So yeah, and they weren't poisonous spiders, just little annoyance spiders, as I would call them. My brother-in-law would be terrified, and I love my brother-in-law to death, but he's a big baby when it comes to spiders. So is my best friend Tekken Roji, who I was running with last night on Fallout. Yeah, both of them are big babies. Me, I'm like, eh. She's like, be careful, there's spiders down there, and you're barefoot. I'm like, so? I don't. I do not think that there are brown recluse or black widows. I think we're good. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. We do that. She got them all. She was the. She is the Spider Slayer. Y'all can call her Spider Slayer if that's what you want to call her. So yeah. No, I had originally thought about going ahead and throwing in, putting in the, daggum, I can't even think, Coast to Coast. Thought about putting that in, but anyhow. So with the update, I figured, well, I'll wait and do that tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, around 2 p.m., I will be streaming. I will be streaming most likely Fallout, if that actually works out, because the beta is supposed to be back live tomorrow around 2, so I'll be streaming then on Fallout. So we'll see how that goes. Get the system a little bit more fine-tuned. I just played around with it last night. Didn't do too awful much. Again, it's a beta, so they're changing things pretty much daily on it. From what I understand, Fallout 76 was actually developed for console, and now all the tweaks that they're making right now are to better accommodate PC players. So that's pretty much where that's at. Let's see, from what I gather, Fallout is supposed to be, we'll probably stream that from 2 to 4, because it's supposed to be a 2-hour window tomorrow. And then Thursday evening, probably go ahead and stream a couple hours of Fallout again, because it's going to be available from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., but I'll have to be at work when it first comes up. So yeah, we'll stream it till then, and then I will literally shut the stream down long enough just to change over the game name, and then we'll pick back up and go back into American Truck. Whether it's single player or multiplayer, it doesn't matter. Come on.
Really?
That stressed me out. What you need? What you need? Love you. You did good. Alright, love you. Yeah, that's Miss Lady J y'all's hearing in the background. Or the Spider Slayer.
Candle. Hint, hint for later.
Uh-huh. Don't mess with my coffee cup. That. See, you done got me sidetracked. Look at that. Walks up and starts to grab my coffee cup, which is full of coffee, and it's in a sealed mug on my desk. And I'm like, dude, come on. That's my coffee cup, for real. You won't like that coffee. That's regular Folgers Classic Roast with no cream, no sugar. Well, if you want it, come get you some. I will fire up a candle. Give me a minute, okay? You're welcome, and I love you. She's not one of them sissy girls. She likes me to light candles, so that's what I'm fixing to do here in a minute, is light a candle for her. Not even leaving, just going to be right in front of the keyboard, just lighting a candle real fast. Hang tight. She can get over it. I'm lighting the pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin spice. Oh, actually, it's pumpkin waffle. This isn't pumpkin spice. It's the pumpkin waffle candle. I love the smell of pumpkin waffle. Honestly, one of my favorite candles. As soon as they come out with the pumpkin waffle candles in the fall, I usually buy like 4 of them and keep them put up so that way when I burn one through, I can roll right into my next one. Demario's laughing. Yep, the perks of married life there, Demario. Perks of married life. And I like the smell of the candles too. There's 2 things about candles. Certain candles, like specifically the pumpkin waffle, I like the smell of it. But the biggest thing is if I could just find a flat out neutral candle that just really didn't have no smell or was a very light aroma, like the clean linen one, she likes those as well. I like those candles, and I like them just because of the light they put off. It's relaxing. I can turn off the lamp here in the room. I can turn off the TV. I can turn off the lamp on my book, or the lights on my bookcase, and just let it roll with the monitor and the candle. I'm good with it. I figure since it's daylight, we'll take a look at this load. So yeah. Let me finish drinking coffee. Folgers Classic Roast. Reminds me of what my grandmother and grandfather used to drink. Bless you. I stirred up all that mess underneath the cabinet. Now she's sneezing. So yeah, the load doesn't have no damage. The trailer's got 1%, and the truck is handily damaged, but it's okay. It's all right. Get over there. Get on your side of the road. Alright, we're doing 63 miles an hour. I think we need to speed this up a little bit. We're going a little too slow for my taste. Those of you who follow this stream, y'all know. Was what? What I'm hauling? This is an all-terrain crane, Demario. That's what this is. An all-terrain crane. Or are you talking about the pea soup green? Or actually, I wouldn't even call that pea soup green. I would call that military hospital green from the 80s. W900. Yeah, since I'm back in single player, I put my one and only hired driver back into my Kenworth, and so now I'm running basically running quick jobs. As you can see, I'm a little bit in the hole by about 80 grand. So I get her to running my truck, me running this truck, and or whatever truck I get put into running loads. Alright, well I guess we're going to stop at the way station. Maybe not. Actually, we're in New Mexico. I'm not stopping at that way station. They bite me. Click, 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 click. There we go. And we're cruising along. You think it's only you here? Well, you know, it's okay. I've always said to Mario, I'd rather have one constant viewer that's my ride or die than I would have no viewers. Tim hasn't been on here lately. Hope he's alright. He's another one of my my loyal viewers. Now I'm trying to get this thing built up. $700? No, it won't $700. I have my fines turned off right now. only because when I restarted the profile from scratch, because I was an idiot, I sat there and realized that the more you make, the more they take, especially when you like to speed and crash and run red lights. So I figure it would be easier to go ahead and just turn the fines off for a little while. So now the only thing I've been hit with is fuel and repairs. Hopefully Miss Scarlett can do her job and actually make money. There we go. Now we pass that Greyhound bus like he's sitting still. Right on. There we go. All out in the middle of the road the way I did that. But it's alright. We's all good. Cheater. Yeah, well, hey. I didn't do that the first time I played. The first time I played, I left all my fines on. I ended up crashing the truck enough times and finally had to abandon my first load and whatnot, and then kept having to repair the truck, which, yeah. Actually, that's something I meant to try. Nope, ain't gonna work. Although the cool part is, another reason why I've been running in the MP lately is there's actually two. One, no traffic except for other players driving vehicles. And two is the fact that, like, right now this truck's damaged. Maybe. Oh boy. Apparently I got a little bit too close to the guardrail. The other reason is because in multiplayer, as long as I'm hooked to a trailer, I can actually press Y and type /fix, and it'll actually fix my truck for me, and it won't cost me no money. I don't have to visit a repair center, yada yada yada. So that's another reason why I've been running in the multiplayer lately, is trying to get my monies built back up. So yeah. But it's alright. We're going to get there. We're going to make it. Like I said, I'll figure out the multiplayer thing tomorrow, Mario, and I'll get back into that. Because I enjoy driving the multiplayer. It's fun, especially when you group up with a group of guys that's actually worth the flip. And then there's some conversations to be had. That's what makes that fun. Come on, truck. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, boy, I have a new mail. I might want to read that mail, because I feel like they're fitting to repo my truck. Dear customer, your bank balance is negative. Please pay off your debt in the next 3 days, or we'll be forced to impound your property. Sincerely, your account manager. Apparently. So I have 3 days from the time I receive this. 1% damage. Alright, good. Looks like she's made some money, because now we've gone down about 10,000, so that's even better. The more she makes, the more this load here will actually help us. So yeah, we'll have this load, we'll have that negative balance paid off. Yeah, see, that's why I need to get coast to coast. But the thing about coast to coast is, doing some of that coast to coast, it's great. The problem is going from coast to coast to make that delivery. Bro, for real, you didn't see me turning out here? You didn't see my turn signal on? Yeah, but Excuse me. Now I'm sneezing. Look what she done did. But, no, the, coast to coast, to go from, say, Cali to Georgia, that's like a 4-hour trip. I mean, literally, like 4 hours. That's a whole stream for just one trip. So, I mean, granted, the load payouts get ridiculously crazy. So, yeah, but yeah, I need to check out, since I've got my own truck, I need to check out something once I go back into Truckers MP. I want to see if I can actually do quick jobs in Truckers MP. I've been told that you have to have your own truck, but the quick job thing's available, so I'm actually curious to see if I can do that. That would be very interesting if I could. Because then I could take the highest paying loads, and it wouldn't matter where I was starting at. That's the ultimate goal, is to take the highest paying loads. That's what I did here. As soon as I went into quick job, the highest paying load was $100,000. I'm like, done. I'll take it. To go from New Mexico into Oregon, yeah, I'll take that trip. But it's just all about paying attention to the road and the traffic around me right now. So yeah. We're gonna make this trip though. We'll make it. We'll get this load pay or this balance paid off to where we can be back in the positive. Trying not to deal with taking loans out no more. That's just not a good time. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get my boy Technology, trying to get him in on Discord. So that way, because Fallout actually has a game chat, but I'd like to get him onto Discord, because on Discord we could actually run on a private channel to where it's just he and I talking, and then that way you guys can actually hear what's being said by me and him and whatnot. Oh crap. Not even paying attention. Let's go ahead and take a daggum tow. Won't even paying attention on that. This is what happens, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation X proudly brings to you the WWF Tag Team Champions of the World. Yes, I said WWF. They can get over it. The World Wildlife Federation can get over it. I don't really care. Or Foundation, whatever it is. Enter. Alright. Yeah, I know. I don't have to pay anything. Ha! I don't gotta pay anything to make that repair. Alright, let's roll. Alright. Yep. That's an ugly, ugly color. Definitely not my colors, that's for sure. Do like up north. Well, that's the good thing. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm basically running, like I said, quick jobs. But even when I'm in my own truck, my base of operations is up in Portland. So when I'm in Portland, I can take a load that takes me out of Portland, and I'll actually usually choose the longest distance. Because usually the longest distance actually pays out the most money, so that's why I'm usually doing that. So yeah. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Or diesel. Fire truck. Yeah, I was driving in Truckers MP yesterday evening after I did the Fallout beta. I was in Fallout for probably about an hour, I guess. And then I switched from Fallout to American Truck. And then once I switched from Fallout to American Truck, it was fairly interesting because I ended up doing an MP, and once I got into MP, it was like, all right, cool, no problem. We're making a little bit of money here, getting out of the negative. We were about 112 grand in the hole, so you know I was basically paying attention, hitting my marks like I was supposed to, making that money and whatnot. But yeah, it was actually enjoyable being in Truckers multiplayer. For the most part, unless the people that are chatting are people that I'm running with, for the most part I ignore the chat. I might say something once in a while, but I just leave chat alone. That's usually because I have to press X, which is in the most god-awful spot on a keyboard. So yeah, it gets aggravating to always press X. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Cruising right along. It's a tunnel. Man, it'd be cool to go through that tunnel, but I bet good money that we'd fall through the map. There we go, now we're speeding. I like it. I like the speedings. Yeah, 71 to 55. I think we're speeding all right. So yeah, we're good. Totally good. Now I'll be the next day or so I'll be posting a schedule for the viewers and everything of when I'll be going live. Sometimes it'll fluctuate based on my life at that point, but for the most part I will be streaming no later than 7:15 in the evening up until around 11 p.m. because that's 4 hours, and that's what I can do on Facebook at a clip is a 4-hour stream. So yeah. So yeah, that'll actually work out well. I'm also gonna try to do some. Streaming during the day too, especially as cooler weather sets in. It starts getting cooler out, and I get the few projects that I'm working on kind of buttoned up. I'll more than likely start streaming around 1 p.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and whatnot. Those would be my 3 big days where I'm streaming majority of the day. Like I said, that won't happen until it starts cooling off, unless it's raining outside, in which case then you can't get outside and work on nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put in some streaming time. I'll basically stream from like 1 to 4, and then stop streaming, and my little girl will be home from school, go do homework with her, fix dinner, hang out with her for a little bit, and then fire the stream back up about 7 or so, and stream up till about 11 at night. And the only night I will not do that will be Sunday nights, and that's just because, you know, I want to take Sunday nights and be able to spend some time with the wife, because it's her day off. So Sunday, if I stream, it will not be a long one. Most likely Sunday will just be a day off for me, but the rest of the time, everybody can kind of have me to themselves, so to speak. Rah, 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 rah. I think we need to get some fuel. Saw that fuel marker and I was like, yeah, we might need to get some fuel. Yeah, biggest thing is just trying to get the stream to grow, make it popular and everything like that. If we can make it popular, then that would be absolutely amazing. I mean, ideally, my ultimate punchline with this is I would love to make money, but the biggest thing is I want to make good content to get viewership up. Because if we get the viewership up, then the money will follow. I mean, we're now stars eligible on Facebook. It's a bit of a grind on YouTube and Twitch. It's a real grind for those two platforms. I think on Twitch I'm up to like 12 followers, and on YouTube I'm at like 6, I think. So yeah, I don't have a lot of followers, not yet. Facebook still has the most. I think we're up to like 422, but I still want to see us get bigger. You know, I want to see us get bigger, but at the same time, where I want to see us get bigger, I only want to see us get bigger if the way we get bigger is by having a core group of fans and whatnot, and people who are willing to come in and actually watch and hang out and chill. So yeah, people like Demario who pretty much just sit there and watch this thing just because, you know, the stream is good and he enjoys it and it's relaxing, I guess. I'm so glad I don't have to eat this fuel bill. Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Fire them up. Let's go. Oh, yes. Fuel expenses were covered by your employer. Right now, I do have a 2-screen monitor. I am running 2 screens. Right now, I have, I'm in my OBS. I have source projection for chat, so that's why it's a touch delayed. It's also over on the, whoa, there's a wall. It's also over on the left-hand side of the screen. If you, like, swipe your chat back to the right for Facebook chat, you'll actually see the chat that you've been typing in on the actual stream. So that way, if I have, like, my pastor's son follows me on YouTube and whatnot. So if he pops in and says something or whatever, you know, I can instantaneously see it in my chat. As soon as it gets in there, I'll see it on my chat, and it'll actually pop up with a YouTube icon. And we're hung up on something. Okay. Are you for real right now? Are you dead serious? There we go. For whatever reason, them things should have folded over. Yeah. I did that so that way, Demario, whenever somebody from Twitch, because I do have a few followers on Twitch who have commented and whatnot, when they comment, or if my pastor's son comments on YouTube, then I can sit there and I can actually acknowledge it, see it, and read it without having to have multiple web browsers open to accommodate the chat. Plus, the chat automatically cycles. Like on the launch screen for the live video for Facebook, if I had that open, I would have to periodically stop, jump off game, go over there, and scroll chat up. Doing it this way, chat automatically cycles. It automatically cycles for me. It does exactly what I needed to do when I needed to do it. So, yeah. $85,000. I love it. I love it. 3 days to pay off the loan still. But, yeah. That's pretty much where we're at with the chat thing. That's why when you say something, it is delayed and whatnot. But I do see it. It means all I have to do literally is I have the chat monitor like literally right above my other monitor, the game monitor, and I just glance up and I can read your chat. So that actually works really well for me. I'm actually in a process right now. I'm a bit of a... You've heard of shade tree mechanics. Well, I'm a shade tree carpenter. I like to dabble in carpentry stuff and build and learn new tricks and buy new tools that I have no idea how they work and then learn how to use them and make something cool. But yeah. No, I'm in the process right now of designing and building a desk to replace the one I currently have, because there's a lot of wasted space on this current desk. I mean, I like it. It served a purpose. But now that I'm doing the streaming stuff, my needs have changed. So therefore, my desk will have to change too to adapt to my streaming needs. I mean, at this point, it needs to be something to where I can actually do what I need to do. This weekend, I'll be upgrading the system itself. Overall is good, but because tackling Fallout it is an issue for me personally, not necessarily the stream. The stream actually looked okay. It was me personally. There was it seemed sluggish. So this weekend I'm gonna be ordering a new processor, and I'm going to from air to liquid cooled for the new processor. All my other stuff's good. He's gonna start, doesn't he? Probably will. Oh crap, the bed's red. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was too busy yakking. Demario, good job. You're getting sleepy. So sleepy. But yeah, anyhow, we'll find somewhere to rest. As a matter of fact, there's a place coming up. But yeah, no, I'm gonna build a desk to where I can eliminate the wasted space, because there's about, between the top of the game monitor and the bottom of the chat monitor, there's about a foot or so of wasted space that just, I could do something different with it. So I'm gonna have to sit there and do something about that. Like I said, the desk is gonna take a while. It's not something that's necessarily dire to the stream, like, you know, the stream's gonna suffer if I don't have a new desk. But yeah, it's something that I definitely need to do. Plus, it'll give me the ability to make what I want and make it the way I want it. Let's pull in here at the old sheets. Whoo, hello. Sorry about that, boss. Should have looked in my mirror and I'd have seen that four-wheeler skirting around me. There we go. What the deuce? That's weird. Ah ha ha. Okay, I've been saying it wrong. Alright, help me out then. I don't want to say nobody's name wrong. I mean, that's like legit. I don't want to say nobody's name wrong. I can call you Big D, I can call you Mr. Grant, or you can type out the pronunciations of your name, sir. Either way, I got you. Well, I do apologize. Please don't be offended about it. I promise it was not intended to be offensive or anything. I promise it wasn't meant to be insulting. The fact that you've actually hung around and you say it's funny, that actually makes me feel a little bit better, sir. I mean, honestly, I pronounce names the way they're spelled. So, and that's bad because I know that some names are pronounced differently than, like, okay, for instance, the one name that just came to my mind was, Jesus. Okay? Well, that's funny. That's too funny. My iPhone's not even plugged in, and I said, Jesus. And Siri activated. But, like, in Spanish, Jesus is Jesus.
My web search turns something up for Jesus.
Would you go away, Siri? Siri just came up to me and said, my web search just turned up something for Jesus. And I'm like, really? For real? I did. She's only supposed to activate like that when she's plugged in. And she's not plugged in. She's sitting in front of my monitor, which is even funnier. So I don't know how in the world that happened. And my headset's not turned on, and I haven't tapped the call button to activate Siri. So, yeah. Good job. But yeah, that's what I was kind of driving at. Again, it's not meant to be insulting. It's just, you know, Jesus, Jesus, you know, that's how I spell Jesus, right? So if I meet a Hispanic guy with the name Jesus, I'm going to go, Jesus? Question mark? And he'll be like, no, Jesus. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I've heard, you know, Hispanics say Jesus Cristo, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I know exactly what that means. Okay, so, Demar. DeMario. So it's like, so it's like Mario with D in front of it, right? With DE in front of it. Yes? Please, I hope I got that right. If I didn't, then I'm just going to start calling you DeMario just because it'll be an inside joke. Or I'll call you Mario. That'd be another form of the inside joke. Since it's like you here, since you're like the only one here anyways. Good deal. DeMario. I got you now. I got you, brother. I got you, DeMario. Not DeMario, but DeMario. I like it. I will make sure that I commit that to memory. Come on. Y'all got to go. I ain't got all day. Hurry up. Y'all got to go. Daggone. Alright, let's go. Hurry up. Get off the scales. Bro, you are not that heavy. Get out of my way. Get your raggedy redneck stuff out of my way. Ding, ding. 121,000. Yeah. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Who remembers a good old-fashioned Folgers commercial? Or am I the only old fart in here? I remember all those good commercials about Folgers coffee, Marlboro cigarettes. The only time you see a Budweiser commercial is during the Super Bowl. My wife just said she remembers the Maxwell House commercials. Go figure. Demario's like, yes, LOL, whatever floats your boat. Hey, I like coffee. I can't help it. It's a vice. I like coffee. I like the grape Kickstart. I like Coke Zero sugar. Yeah, I like those things. And when I say I like coffee, the only coffee, this is an honest to God, hand to God, no lies. The only coffee I will drink black with no cream and no sugar that I actually like the taste of is Folgers Classic Roast. That's the only one that I will drink straight black. And that's just because Granddaddy drank it black for so long. I learned how to drink coffee with him. And when you're going down the road in a semi-truck and your grandfather drinks coffee and there's a thermos full of it and you're thirsty because you didn't drink all your drink, he's like, yeah, have some coffee if you want some. I'm like, okay, cool. So I had coffee, right? Like, I don't know, I was 12, riding on the road with him during the summertime on summer break. And I'd be drinking coffee. Trust me. When he drinks his coffee, no cream, no sugar, you drink your coffee, no cream, no sugar. That's how you learn how to drink coffee, no cream, no sugar. And that's the only reason Folgers Classic Roast does not taste right with any cream or sugar. But, if you're a coffee person and you like coffee, Folgers Vanilla Biscotti. Whew. What you need is, you get you the Folgers Vanilla Biscotti. And you put it into a 20-ounce mug. Okay? I use a Keurig, so it takes me two pods set on 8 ounces to get it right. Or 2 K-cups, excuse me. Pods are the big coffee pot size things. I actually can use one of those, ironically enough, and it'll fill my coffee cup. But the K-cups takes 2 of those, put it in the cup, put it in, do its thing, good to go. Then I go over to the sugar container. And I use the equivalent of 2, maybe 3 tablespoons of sugar. 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. And then I will pour in maybe 2 ounces of milk. 2% milk. Pour that in there. And then because I have a Mighty mug. And when I say it's a 20-ounce mug, it's a 20-ounce mug. If you like hazelnut, I'm fairly certain you're going to like the Vanilla Biscotti. You need to try it. I'm being very serious. If you have a Keurig, you need to try Folgers Vanilla Biscotti. I love that coffee. That is like my go-to in the mornings. The Classic Roast Folgers is one of those I can drink it all day, every day. It doesn't bother me. But that Vanilla Biscotti, when I put it in my cup and I've done my sugaring and my milking, I reach into the silverware drawer, and because it's a tall, slender mug, not a short, fat one, I have to grab a butter knife to stir my coffee because the cup is so tall. A standard stirrer will not fit in my cup. I actually used this morning before I went to work, I made a cup of coffee and whatnot because I take it with me because it's actually a leak proof. The Mighty Mug is meant to do numerous things. The highlights are, if you bump it, like it's sitting on my desk. If I reached over and my desktop was just smooth as glass, if I bump it, it's not going to fall over. Okay? That's the first thing it does. The second thing is, it also keeps my coffee hot up to 6 hours. Okay? It keeps cold stuff cold up to 12 hours. So I could put iced tea in this cup and it'll stay cold for 12 hours. It's like a 20-ounce thermos is what this thing's like. And the lid on it is ridiculous. I did this to a friend of mine at church because it's a Sunday morning. They were like, man, that cup ain't, that cup's just, it's going to leak. I'm like, no, it won't. I said, watch. Turn it upside down, poured it over my hand. I said, look, no leaky. I held it over there like, they stepped back real quick, like, don't pour that on me. I was like, it ain't going to leak. It's leak proof, boss. So yeah, it's a great cup, and I love it. Special transport. Yes, I have heard about the special transport coming to ATS. I have heard about it. I'm excited for it. Have you heard about the international trucks coming to ATS? Ooh, I better slow down on that coffee. That coffee's almost gone. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Well, in 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down to mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans. Oh. Yep. It is a happenings. It was actually confirmed by one of the developers on the SCS forum probably a month ago. I say it was confirmed, but it was kind of a backhanded confirm, meaning that he showed game art of the nose of the International Lone Star, and basically there was nice extrapolation that International was on its way in. Obviously, he said I could not confirm or confirm that it was just because how did he phrase it? He said I can't confirm that it's actually coming just because the legalities of the contracts haven't been finalized, but it is coming because they had to do renderings and whatnot. You're playing ATS right now? My man. My man. Are you in the multiplayer? Or are you playing single? Alright, when is this thing expected? Oh, okay, cool. It's still expected Sunday. Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, you're playing single player too? That's cool. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to sort out Truckers MP and also go ahead and get in Coast to Coast. I don't know that I'm going to put Viva Mexico and Mexico Extremo back in just because, I mean, you got to be like, expert level 10 driving and whatnot for Viva Mexico and Mexico Extremo. That's just my opinion, mind you. It's not the way it is. But I probably will put in Canada Dream. Go ahead and get Canada Dream put back in and whatnot. But for the most part, just try to roll. For the most part, I'm going to start out with just Coast to Coast. So that way we can get out of the southwest region, so to speak, and the west coast and get back into the middle part of the country. Besides, I got some shops I want to sell. Well, not anymore, I don't. Dumb. I had shops I wanted to sell. So, yeah. There are shops to be bought here in the, You have the multiplayer? Yes, so do I. The Truckers MP? Yeah, I've got that as well. Like I said, I tried to access mine and it said, unable to connect to download server. And I'm like, what? So, yeah. I may have to reinstall Truckers MP just because of that hiccup. As it went through an update this evening when I got ready to bring it up, because I was originally going to go into Truckers MP. So, yeah. But it is what it is. I love the sound of a Jake brake. I love the sound of a Jake brake while drinking coffee. That's even better. It's like, yes. Coffee's so good. Yo, what's up? How you doing tonight, Jack? Oh boy, we have a new mail. Better read it. Oh, they're probably gonna impact. They're probably getting ready to take my truck, which is gonna make me so angry. Balance, please play off your debt in the next 2 days. Okay, I think we got time. I think we'll actually have time to pay this loan off, which is great. All of a sudden, you start getting the emails every day about, hey, you're in the negative. Better fix it. So, yeah, no, we're hauling a load right now that should pay us about $100,000, and that should actually work out. Because Little Miss is making money for me, so, yeah. But yeah, we got to get a third driver hired is what we got to do. We got to get a third driver and at the very least a second truck. That's what we got to do here. But yeah. It's been a good day so far. Ooh, hello. Oops. Ain't nothing like missing that turn. Alright, am I gonna have... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh boy. Well, that's what I was trying to do. Mario. I was trying to do that, but I got bottomed out. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this tow. The good thing is I don't have to pay for the tow. Well, coffee's gone. Hope we enjoyed that cup. Yep. Go through the loading process now. Woohoo! Yay, team. Oh, goody. I love it when we have to load. Alright, let's see which way we need to go. Oh, goody. We're going to go this way. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know right where I'm at, too. Yeah, I don't think so, Scooter. Negative. You are not about to get me to take that little right-hand turn. No, sir. Go forward and not turn around. Well, you see, I was going to... Hey, look at that little red car. Oh, nice little red car. There we go. Well, see, I was going to go ahead and just keep going forward, but sometimes I'll turn around and then drive on the shoulder of the road back. But unfortunately, I got a little messed over due to the fact that the shoulder of the road had a guardrail next to it, so I had to get past the edge of that guardrail so I could get into the dirt so I could turn this multi-pivotal thing around. Are you for real right now, car? What if I'd have hit that guy? I'd have felt bad. I mean, I would have genuinely... No, who am I kidding? I wouldn't have felt bad. Come on, guys. Let's go. I don't got all day. Bro, for real. I hit a cop and then you're gonna like slam on your brakes. You need to get out of my way. I ain't got all day for you. Thank you. And that's how you know that my fines are turned off. It's because I rear-ended that cop and shoved him right out the way. Then, of course, that other idiot had to get in my lane. It's like, I'm going to creep right along here at like 5 miles an hour. Like, no, you're not. I'll do the same to you I did to the cop. I'll move you right out of the way. Say I won't. Say I won't. It's like, guys, I'm in a bit of a crunch here. I'm trying to get this load delivered. Yeah. There was a nice man, yes, there was a while ago. If I heard once more one day, we have to run it. Huh. Have any of y'all ever seen the Chick-fil-A rap video? I'm gonna have to find it if you haven't seen it. I will have to find it. And I will definitely share it on the Wolverine Facebook page. So yeah, I love that video. That video's hilarious. That dude just trips me out. Oh yeah. I showed that video to my boy Tech yesterday, Tech and Oroji. I'll refer to him as Tech and whatnot, but yeah, I showed that to Tech yesterday, and he started cracking up. He's like, man, oh man, I got a guy that I work with just like this dude. I'm like, yep. You haven't seen it, Demario? Oh, come on, Jake. You haven't seen it either? All right. Or Jack, sorry, I didn't mean to call you Jake. Jack. Come on, guys. Y'all can't tell me y'all. I cannot believe y'all haven't seen that video. Oh, Lordy have mercy. Alright, I'll have to see if I can find it on YouTube and share it to the XG Wolverine Facebook page. It's not gaming related, but I feel like for you guys, if y'all will go, since Demario's liked the page, Jack, I don't know if you have or not yet. Obviously, I can't see that right now. But if you haven't liked the page, I'll share it. I'll look it up either this evening or tomorrow morning, or later tonight or tomorrow morning when I finish streaming tonight. I'll look it up then, or I'll look it up in the morning. Probably be in the morning, to be perfectly honest. But I'll look it up in the morning and I'll share it on the page. It'll be on the page tomorrow so you guys can watch it. That video is hilarious. And I like Chick-fil-A. I can't help it. The original chicken sandwich. Oh. Yes. The best fried piece of chicken you will ever put in your mouth. Hands down, guaranteed. I'll tell you right now, the only sandwich I have found that actually comes close to the original chicken sandwich, the original Chick-fil-A sandwich, the only one that comes close to it, no lie, is the, oh boy. Interesting. Okay. DeMario says it's not easy driving with keyboard and mouse. Well, see, I don't drive with the mouse. I use the mouse for looking, like looking over here, looking back in the bunk area, looking like this. All my looking that I'm doing right now, that's all done with my mouse. The looking up, looking down, every bit of what you see my camera doing right now is all mouse. The wheel turning, that is all keyboard. I use standard first-person shooter setup. Good job, bro. Glad you liked the page. Thank you. I'll make sure I share that. I'll go on YouTube in the morning after I drop my daughter off at school. I'll go on YouTube and I'll find it and I'll share it directly to the Wolverine Facebook page. That way you guys can see it. Y'all need to check that out. It is hilarious. That mess cracks me up every time I see it. Plus, the even better part is it actually, what makes it even funnier to me is I actually know, I know the owner of the Chick-fil-A franchise here in town. We go to church together. And that dude, he's a cool dude, but just the guy in the video, yeah, I actually go to church with people like him. They were homeschooled or they're currently homeschooled or something like that. And I don't dog homeschoolers. I really don't. I do not dog people who are homeschooled at all. I try to be very open-minded to all things. Just because I don't do it in my daily life doesn't mean that, you know, it's not cool for other people. So I mean, I try to keep it very, very positive outlook on where people come from, or if somebody comes in here and they're in a bad mood or something like that. You know, usually most of the time when people come in here, they're in actually a good mood. So, and if they're not, then they usually are about, you know, after 10 minutes of being in here. Oops. Eat more chicken. Yeah, most definitely. Oh, I saw a video on Facebook. I don't know. It's several months ago. I don't know what the deal was, but apparently there was like this. There was this full-on, like 3-on-3, which turned into a 6-on-6 melee between cows and chickens. Not real animals, but costumes. Guys dressed up in costumes, standing out at the street. and whatnot, trying to get people to come in. All right, look, just because we're in Vegas doesn't mean limos always get the right of way. But no, the thing started out with like the dude in the chicken costume and the guy in the cow costume. They started talking smack to each other. Then a fight broke out between them two. Then a couple of other chickens come out, starts breaking the fight up. Then two more cows come out, and it turns into insanity. There's a guy across the street videoing the whole thing, and he is cracking up. I'm like, yeah, I would be too. I'll put it like this. As long as, if I were in the restaurant that the guys were at with the cow costumes or the chicken costumes, yeah, I'm literally that type of guy where I would have been like, look, you guys won. Y'all ain't even fired. I ain't even mad. That was great publicity. Thank you. I'm an hour ahead of you. Yeah, that video was good. I'm an hour ahead of you, Demario. Like, in-game? Well, as long as I don't crash no more, I think you'll be able to catch me. Although I am carrying this long haul with a set of Jeeps at the front, so crashing is probably going to happen because it's what we do. It's like the old beef, it's what's for dinner commercials. Yeah, I don't know. I think the best chicken sandwich I had, my overall favorite is the original chicken sandwich from, or the original Chick-fil-A sandwich from Chick-fil-A. That's my overall favorite. But hands down the best one, and that's only because it is god-awful spicy, is the, Real Time? Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. But, no, my overall sandwich that I just recommend to people is the spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's, because that thing is god-awful spicy. I mean, I'm not a huge spicy person. Like, I know people that'll sit down and just start popping jalapenos like they're gum. Just nom, nom, nom. And it's like they wash it down with Texas Pete. They're totally good. They're like, yep, this is good. I'm like, okay. But, no, that spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's, that's I had 2 of those one night, and midway through my second one, I got up. I went to the fridge. My wife goes, what's wrong? I said, I'm getting milk. She goes, why? I said, because it's spicy. So I got me a big old glass. I took my coffee cup and filled it with milk. That quenched the fire just a little bit, but whew, it was a little warm that night. But nothing compares to the old school Bojangles chicken that you peeled the skin back on it and you could see blotches of orange. Like they just dumped Texas Pete right on the meat before they seasoned it, you know, or before they floured it. Oh my goodness. That was some good chicken right there. Let me tell you what. Let's go, truck. Come on. I really feel like I shouldn't be hauling this all-terrain crane in this truck. I feel like I should be hauling military surplus. Just because of the color of the rig. I feel like I should say United States Army on the side or something. Alright, come on now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. it's supposed to be like almost 80 degrees tomorrow. I'm just like, oh well, it is what it is. Oh boy. Time to bag her down, bag her down, bag her down. Yeah, I was running with a guy the other night. He said he comes through these curves in his rig doing like 80. I'm like, yo, that's great on the flats and the hilly stretches, but dude, in the curves with this long thing, you gotta slow down. Alright, well that car did it. Let's see if we can do it. Right now we're up here on this. I'm not slobbering all over the key. Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now? No, I'm not slobbering all over the keyboard. I didn't wear headgear going to school. I didn't wear a special helmet. And I did not ride the short bus. Jeez Louise. Talking about am I slobbering all over the keyboard? God, no, this is a $160 keyboard I'm playing on. Absolutely not. I kind of freak out if anything gets on it. Just because I like my keyboard. I'm using the Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard. So yeah, nah. I would lose my marbles if anything got on this keyboard or anything happened to it. The upside is, I mean, I did get a square trade with Staples, so it is protected. 50 degrees there tonight. What's the temperature outside right now? Let's see. Doom ba doom ba doom boom 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 boom. Let's see, said the blind man. And it's 64 here. The low is going to get down to, let's see. Yeah, it looks like the low is going to get down to about 67 tonight. I mean, that could change. Well, it's 64 now, so I think that's a little bit off, but yeah. I think the temperature's supposed to probably go back up a little bit, but they're calling for rain tomorrow, so whatever. Let it rain. No. See, that's where you're mistaken. See, I'm not hungry. I'm actually comfortable right now. I'm actually very comfy. The wife made spaghetti tonight at the little one's request. I'm not a spaghetti guy. Long story short, when I played football in high school, my varsity years, we went to a local restaurant here in town and whatnot. Every Friday afternoon, whether it was an away game or a home game, we went to this local restaurant, little Italian place, and they served us the most god-awful, watered-down spaghetti. Like they made the noodles and didn't even think about draining the water off the noodles. They just took the noodles out of the pot, dropped them on a plate, poured the sauce, and it was a hope for the best. That coupled with the most watered down sweet tea I've ever drank in my life. Literally, I almost got turned off to sweet tea just because of it. And to this day, I don't drink sweet tea like I used to. Now, I will drink sweet tea on occasion. I'll either drink my sister's or my mom's or my wife's. And I might occasionally, depending, have a glass at like McDonald's or something. But for the most part, nah. I really don't drink a lot of sweet tea like I used to. I grew up on sweet tea, so yeah. But no, we had that spaghetti, and it was so watered down. Ugh. That right there turned me off to spaghetti so bad that I literally... my wife knows that I really have a strong dislike for spaghetti, but I will eat it because I'm a firm believer in if she cooks it, then I'm going to eat it. But there is one meal that she will fix that I will not touch it. I will go hungry if I have to, and that is 15 bean soup. I despise 15 bean soup. I despise beans of any kind. I will not eat beans. I like corn on the cob. But yeah, no, that watered down spaghetti was like, that is no bueno, amigo. I could not deal with that. That was nope, nope, nope. That was just that was sacrilege to spaghetti. And they didn't have no frickin' Parmesan cheese neither. The garlic bread was okay, but it wasn't the best. So I don't know if they just had somebody in the back that just didn't know how to cook to save their life, or if they were just in a rush to prepare for, like, you know, 40 guys. I just don't know. But yeah, no, it's like, we're gonna have to pass on this spaghetti thing. How dare I? What do you mean? How dare I? I didn't make the spaghetti. You gotta have Parmesan cheese on spaghetti. Now, I'm sorry. If you don't like that, I do apologize. But yeah, the more Parmesan cheese on spaghetti, the better. The other thing I didn't like, the other thing that I got turned off to for a very long time was my former stepdad, back when I was in high school, when we weren't having football, obviously, on Friday nights, we would sit there, and he had a friend that would cook a pig every Friday. Good night, Jack. Have a good one, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow, man. But he would sit there, and he had a friend that cooked a pig every Friday, and he would bring home barbecue pork plates every Friday. I literally looked him in the face. I said, bro, can you, like, get some barbecue chicken or something different? Because this went on for, like, it was like 2 months straight of, I did not have to ask what we were having for dinner. I just knew automatically that we were having pork. You know, pulled pork barbecue. And I like it in small doses as an adult. But I got to the point for a while there, after eating it for 2 consecutive months every Friday, I literally looked at my mom and said, she goes, we have a local barbecue joint and whatnot around here. And she goes, hey, let's go get some barbecue. And I'm like, you can get some barbecue. I don't want no barbecue. I went like that for, I don't know, it was probably 5 years. I did not touch Eastern North Carolina barbecue. I just didn't touch it, didn't want nothing to do with it. Okay, let me retract that statement on the beans thing. That way people don't think I'm a complete moron and ain't got no good taste. I do like baked beans. Baked beans are probably about the only beans. Baked beans and pork and beans. I like both of those. I will eat baked beans and I will eat pork and beans. But like, but green beans, don't really eat them. Lima beans, can't stand them. Sweet peas, don't even think about it. I had a bad experience when I was 7 years old. I will never forget this to this day. As long as I live, I'll never forget it. God rest her soul. I love my grandmother, but she put something on me that never will ever be able to be erased by memories. And that is, when I was 7, we lived in Colorado, and we were sitting around her dining room table. Oh no, you didn't, ambulance. So we were sitting around her dining room table, and it was like, okay, time for dinner. So we're eating our dinner and everything. At this time, I had been raised and groomed to the point to where it did not matter what was put on my plate. I was expected to eat it. So I did just that. I ate it without any hiccup, without any guff, without any, griping or complaining. I ate what was on my plate. And, yeah, well, let's put it like this. Nice car. With the stripes on it. Well, my grandmother, bless her, she sits there and she puts this rather large helping of sweet peas on my plate. She told me they were sweet peas. And being 7, I was like, okay, Grandma, I'll eat them. And in my brain, I'm thinking, all right, hey, they're sweet. I can get behind this. They were anything but sweet. And yeah. And if it would have just went and I would have ate my fill and then I'd have moved on with life, it would have been fine. Oh no, 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 no. Grandma had to come out with the never ending one more bite. Come on, baby, one more bite. Take one more bite for me, baby. Come on. I'm like, Grandma, I'm gonna be sick. And she's like, come on, you can do it. One bite. Just one more bite for me. I'm like, Grandma, please don't. I'm gonna be sick. I'm good. And she's like, please. And I'm like, all right, fine. Took that last bite. No sooner than she had removed the spoon from my mouth, I ended up blowing chow all over her dining room table. Just everything I ate that night came right back up in a nice healthy wave of green and everything else. Went all over her dining room table. She was so mad at me and whatnot. But then when she realized what she had done and realized how it wasn't even my fault, then it was like, then she puts her arms around me and says, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. You do not have to ever eat sweet peas ever again. I'll never make you eat sweet peas. And I says, okay, cool. I'm good with this. I can do this. No more sweet peas ever again. This is absolutely wonderful. Exactly. So yeah, it was it was a sight, and she bless her soul, she sat there and she was true to her word on that. I never, to the day she died, I never ever had to eat another sweet pea ever again. She never made me eat them. My mom even followed through with that after my grandmother passed, and I never had to eat sweet peas. And to this day, as an adult, the only time I will eat sweet peas is if they're in like a soup or something, or even a chicken pot pie. That's the only way I will eat sweet peas, and that's because there's other stuff that's like, you know, covering up the taste, and they're not that, they're so sparse in the product that it's not that bad. So yeah, no, I don't do sweet peas. I never will do sweet peas ever again. Don't even think about it. Demario says he's dead. He's like, I'm dead. Yeah, see, there you go. This is why people gotta hang out in this stream, because it's fun. It's a good time. I feel like if I tell little stories about me that make people laugh or whatever, you know, hey, it's good, because then they're going to laugh, and then they're going to keep coming back, because they're going to see that, you know, I'm me and I'm a real person, and I'm not some kind of, you know, wannabe or fake or phony or whatever. I do me. I do me, and I just keeps it real. Just like we drive the truck, we crash the truck, we have fun, we deliver loads, we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. When Tim's here, we talk about cars. So yeah, but no, not lima beans, but sweet peas are truly disgusting. And then I heard another one when I was growing up. Oh, come on, for every black eyed pea you eat, you will get, I've heard it varies. I've heard pennies and I've heard dollars. For every black eyed pea you eat, you get, you know, money for it, right? I've heard the same with collards for New Year's. And collards, being from the South, I should like collards, but I don't. I cannot stand collards. Collards are disgusting. That's not me. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on the collards. I do like salads, but I don't like collards. Black-eyed peas, the only time I like black-eyed peas is when I'm hearing my humps. That's the only time I like black-eyed peas. Outside of that, I can do without black-eyed peas. Pow! Next. Road signage. I mean, I can totally do without the black-eyed peas. So yeah, that's pretty much a little bit of a little bit of things that I dislike. But as far as lima beans go, I just never could get past the taste. That's the gospel truth. I never can get past the taste of lima beans, so I don't even bother. I do like corn, albeit I prefer corn on the cob. Something about corn on the cob just tastes better than canned corn. I don't care if it's fresh corn on the cob or frozen corn on the cob. It doesn't matter. Just something about it being on the cob actually just tastes way better. I mean, it's so much more delicious. Plus, you can put the right amount of butter and salt on it, and it's like, oh my gosh. And no, I'm not hungry. I like food, and I like to talk about food. But now I will tell you, just for the viewers watching at home, my favorite food. Yes, corn is very good. I love corn. Can't help it. I do. I love corn on the cob. I remember there was times growing up as a kid that we would have corn on the cob, and that would be one of the sides with whatever we had. And we'd also have my grandmother would make on a regular basis a gigantic pot full of macaroni and cheese, and I would sit there and devour the last of the corn on the cob and the last of the pot of the macaroni and cheese. I mean, dead serious. I would eat out of the pot. Literally, I would take the pot to the end of the dining room table where I sat at. I'd put the pot on the dining room table. I'd put my fork in there, and I'd just start eating right out of that pot. Me and my pot of macaroni and cheese, and my ears of corn, and my glasses of milk. Yes, sir. I loved it. And I still love milk to this day. Golly, I'll buy a half gallon of milk and just chug it just for no reason. Ooh, cream style corn. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand cream style corn. Is like baby food. It's disgusting. But my mom makes this. She uses white corn, sweet corn, and she'll shave it all off the cob and put it in a frying pan and make like a cream to go in it and whatnot. And holy cow, no, that is some good stuff. That I can get behind. That's the kind of cream style corn I can deal with. Not that baby food that's been pureed in a can. I can't deal with that. So yeah, no, we're way good. We're gonna have to pass on that cream style stuff. But no, my favorite of all time, the thing outside of like steaks, I love steaks. Steaks, if I had to single out one specific food item that is my favorite that I could eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it would be a toss-up between rare ribeye steaks on the grill or grilled chicken thighs. Hands down. Two favorite meats of all time. Just, they will always be my favorite. Especially the chef here in town that works at the Applebee's. They got a few of them, but there's one specific one. When he's on the grill, his name is Shaq, and this dude's like 7 feet tall, probably weighs about 300 pounds. The biggest man I think I've ever met in my life, and this dude is cool as the other side of the pillow. He is cool as a fan. This cat knows how to prepare a steak and knows how to cook a steak to perfection. Because I'm telling you, the first time I got a steak from Applebee's, after my wife and I got married, I got it rare. It was a ribeye, and I've had a lot of steaks in my life. I've cooked a lot of steaks in my life, and I'm telling you right now, none of them came close to that. That was a good steak. As a matter of fact, wife and I had lunch there a couple weeks ago, same Applebee's. And when we had lunch, I asked the waitress, I said, the guy's name, the guy I'm referring to, his name is Shaq. I swear to God, I'm not making that up. I said, is Shaq on the grill? She goes, no, Shaq usually works in the evenings. I was like, oh. I said, well, you see Shaq, you let him know that old boy was working today. You let him know he taught that boy very well, because I couldn't tell. The guy that cooked my steak that day cooked it almost exactly the way Shaq does. And I was like, yes, that's a steak. But my absolute single favorite meal of all time, you know, outside of chicken and steak and stuff like that, my single most favorite meal that I could eat on. Not yet. Not yet, Demario. Not yet. Working on it. Working on it. It makes me want a steak really bad. And I just had steak the other night for dinner. I would love to have steak again. If it wasn't like 11 o'clock at night, I would so cook a steak. I got 2 in the freezer right now just waiting. And don't even joke with me, because I actually came in from work. I came in from work a few months ago. I came in from work. We had a nice thunderstorm in this area going on. I got in, and I was talking to the wife after she got home from work while I was at work and whatnot. And I was talking to her, and I said, you know, we got any Stevens sausage in the freezer? She goes, yeah. I says, get it out. She goes, what are you going to do? I said, I want some sausage. She goes, are you serious? I said, yeah. She goes, how are you going to cook it? I said, on the grill, duh. She goes, you're serious, aren't you? I said, yeah. I said, we still got that bag of Funyuns at the house? She goes, well, yeah. I said, we got some hot dog buns? She goes, I believe so. Hang on, let me look. She looked. Yep, yeah, we got hot dog buns too. I was like, cool. I knew we had mustard in the refrigerator. I wasn't worried about that. I sat there, got home. It's like 2 o'clock in the dang morning. I'm out there on the grill cooking friggin' Stevens Link sausage on the grill, bringing it in the house. We come in the house, we sitting here in the bedroom watching TV because we got a 7-year-old in her room asleep. I looked at her, I said, we have done some weird things, but I guarantee you this one right here ranks in the top 3. Guaranteed. So yeah, that sausage at 2 in the morning thing was actually fairly decent. I loved it, man. It's freaking, and luckily enough, I have my grill in my barn. So I sat there and I'm out there in the barn cooking. Grab my phone, grab the flashlight on the phone, checking the sausage, make sure we don't fricassee it and burn it to death. Yeah, she stood out there with me. It's pouring down rain and we're driving off road. I'm thinking about food. But no, that one was hands down one of the funniest ones. Trailer damage from what? Oh, car. 11% damage on the load. But no, my favorite meal of all time, hands down, favorite meal of all time. You can ask my wife. She just walked in the room. I think she just walked back out of the room. Favorite meal of all time, hands down, is lasagna. When it comes to lasagna, I'm like friggin' Garfield. I will literally be like, you know, my mom used to make a pan of lasagna, and I would just literally look at her and be like, you got what you want? She goes, yeah. I says, okay, cool. I'd take the whole pan, which was literally like 3/4 of a 13x9 pan. I'd take that whole pan and just run off and eat the whole thing. She knows I love lasagna. My wife knows it too. I do. I genuinely love lasagna. I cannot help myself. Lasagna is so good. It is hands down my favorite. Just the meat and the cheese and the... Oh, yes. I have to make lasagna before Thanksgiving. I must. I don't know when I'll make it, but I've got to make it. I'll probably end up making it, let's see. I'll be honest, I'll probably end up making it next Tuesday night. Or next Tuesday afternoon I'll make it. And then I'll set it in the refrigerator. Because see, the way I like to do lasagna, I've found that lasagna is probably one of the only foods I've ever had that it tastes better the second day than it does the first day. So the way I replicate that result is I prepare everything like I'm going to eat it that day. If you say you're supposed to cook lasagna for like an hour and whatnot, I'll cook it for maybe 1/4 to half of that time. Okay? Everything's already prepared. The only thing you're doing is really just heating it up in the oven to get all the cheeses together. What's up? Oh, God. Did y'all see that? That poor cop. He just went flying away. Oh. What's up, Doc? How you doing tonight, bud? But yeah, no, yeah. No, what we do is we'll take and prepare it, and then we'll sit there and take and put it in the oven for like a quarter to half the amount of time it's supposed to be in there. Then we'll pull it out, cover him up, and then Doc talking about there's no need to fear, Mr. Lot Lizard is here. Welcome to the party, Doc. Welcome to the party. So yeah, and then we'll take it out, cover it in Reynolds wrap, throw it in the fridge, and let it sit there overnight. And then the next day, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna heat it up in the oven and finish cooking it, and then we're gonna eat it. It gives you the exact same results as, you know, reheating it the second day on leftovers. Because to me, like I said, for whatever reason, it just tastes better after it's sat for a day. You put it in the fridge, let it sit, let it get chilled, and then you throw it back in the oven, heat it up, and then, so good. Just like to hear me have fun. Hey, well, you know, I like to have fun, too. Always have fun. Just ask Mario. We've been having fun all night. Talking about food, chicken, steak, lasagna, things we don't like, things that are disgusting, sweet peas being the key thing on the list I think everybody can get behind. Go Falcons. Yay, go Falcons. Falcons might as well do something because the Broncos ain't doing nothing and have no intentions of doing nothing. Oh my God. Hello, did y'all see that? Holy crap. That was friggin' awesome. Oh, lordy. Yep. The bank. Yep. Final warning. This is your final warning. Your bank account is overdrawn. Please reimburse us by tomorrow or we'll confiscate your property. Lot Lizard is good with chitterlings. What's on the Thanksgiving menu? I'm gonna come get a plate. Oh, lordy. I don't even know, guys. I honestly don't even know what's on the menu for Thanksgiving, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah. 102. Well, unfortunately. Yep. Yep. Artesia. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do about some money here. Okay, hang on. That might actually help me, which is kind of dumb. Alright, let's see here. I need a short hop that'll get me... Oh no, that's not good. Okay, there we go. Come on now. The game's getting confused because of what I just did, so yeah. Okay. Then we've got Los Angeles to Hallbrook. Oh, why not? For $21,000? Yeah, I'll take... No, I need one more page. 23. Flagstaff to there. Gallup, New Mexico to Eugene, Oregon. There's absolutely no way that load is worth $23,000. Let's see. Bend, Oregon to... Let's see. San Francisco to Nogales. Santa Cruz. I'm looking at short hop for, you know, money wise. Just something short. It doesn't necessarily have to be short, it just has to be on a mostly straight shot. So, yeah. The Dalles, Oregon to Albuquerque for 26 grand? I don't think so, Scooter. Reno, Nevada. Salem, Oregon. Bakersfield, California. Here we go. Okay. That might actually be worth it. That's 26 grand. So, yeah. But we got to come up with... Let's see, that's 107. Let's kick it one more screen. You know what? Let's just take it. Let's take the load. That's the only thing I know to do. Let's just go ahead and take the load. Just take it, see if we can get it. See if we can get it done before the bank decides they want to collect. Because if they collect on that truck, I'm going to be kind of ill. But it'll be alright. Because I do have a save point that I'm not in the hole. So technically, I could be able to jump back to my save point and I should be fine. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this real quick, too, while we're here. I almost hate taking out another daggum loan, but we're going to have to. Yep. Account balance is $27,000 is all we owe now. So, yeah, we should be okay. At least I'm back in a Kenworth. T680. I would rather be in this anyways. Look at the water, man. That looks nice. Why did I just do what? Trying to figure out what you're talking about there, DeMario. If you're talking about taking out the loans, and I think that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I did that because of, well, I did that to get down the amount that I owe because I'm counting on my driver delivering a load and getting some money, and then I'll deliver this one here, hopefully in time to where I can actually not lose my truck. But again, as I said, worst case scenario, it'll be alright. I know I probably shouldn't have done those loans, but it is what it is. I'm trying to salvage the truck that she's driving right now. That's literally what I'm trying to do because that's my truck. I got her in my truck to keep from to where she can run and make money and I can make money. And she has a habit of pulling down $10,000 loads, so this might actually work well for us. Like I said, worst comes to worst, and worst case scenario, I do have a save point where I can jump back to that will put me back in the green and we'll be fine. And I'll go back into my truck. I got a little bit smarter, not too much. 10-4 DeMario. Let's get this thing clicking on down the road and let's go. Let's go, let's go. Excuse me. The tastiness of spaghetti with Parmesan cheese. We are straight getting it right now. Yeah, boy. I don't know. I feel like I should have took that way. Oh, crap. I should have took the right-hand turn. Whoops. Welcome back, DeMario. Welcome back. Yep. Ugh. There we go. Now we're on the right track. Yes. Errands? That's interesting. I totally weren't expecting that. But it's alright. Yeah. And away we go. I do not necessarily know that speeding on this 2-lane road that really looks like it should be the backdrop to a John Denver song. I really don't think that speeding on this road is such a hot idea, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Or it could be the backdrop to a Steve Earle song, Copperhead Road. You know, could be Country Road or it could be Copperhead Road. You know, one of the two. I've actually been on a road in real life that literally made me think, Copperhead Road. If there was a music video, this is where it needs to be filmed, right here. Little small town, backwoods. Yeah. Like, it was, like, they make moonshine in those parts. Like, no lie. They make moonshine in the little town in that I was in. It wasn't exactly downtown Mount Airy, but it was the Mount Airy area. And yeah, they make moonshine, guarantee it. I went there with a friend of mine one time, and it was like, yeah, they make moonshine here. That ain't no lie. I saw a guy, the guy we stopped off, a friend of his, we stopped off, and I was like, y'all make moonshine up here, don't you? He goes, yeah, maybe we do. It's like, I can tell. I can tell. You can get that vibe of a place that just looks like everybody there makes moonshine, and if you look suspect, they're going to be looking at you with the beady eyes like, keep an eye on him. He's a can't be trusted. I've actually been offered moonshine before, and I'm like, I don't know. So I tried some. It was something. It was definitely something. Wasn't something I'm gonna put in my mouth on a regular basis. Let's put it like that. Wish Facebook would hurry up with their music library for us streamers, so that way I could actually have some music that I could drag in that's Facebook approved. Because I'm not allowed to run music in my stream unless it's royalty-free music. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really not about that life of trying to compile music just for my stream. I just don't want to. I mean, no offense. It'd be one of those things where it's like, if I was able to put in, like, I pay a monthly subscription to Pandora. Okay? If I could actually put in music being streamed through Pandora and whatnot, then yeah. Why not let me stream and have Pandora playing? To me, I think that would be really cool. Or Spotify or whatever people are using these days. I use Pandora because I pay $5.99 a month. I get unlimited skips. I'm okay with that. Because 99% of the time, I very rarely have to skip. So it works out well for me. Especially when I put it on like 80s country. I did that when my wife and I went on a trip earlier in October. We went to go see her sister. And the auxiliary cable for my phone or tablet or whatever that plugs into the radio in the car, that auxiliary cable had took a dump. It was only playing out of the left channels, which really sucked. So she had just bought me an iPad Pro like the 2 days before we left to go on the trip. She just bought me an iPad. And I sit there, and this iPad Pro is a 12.9, so it's got like 4 speakers and whatnot in this thing. This thing sounds ridiculously loud. I mean, it is insane how loud this thing really is. So I sat there, and took the time to put all my apps and stuff on it. I brought up Pandora, I threw it on 80s country, and we just jammed out. I plugged in the USB cable to charge it. Obviously, it didn't charge, it trickle charged. But I sat there and I I threw it up on the dash and boom, we were gone. Oh gosh. Knew we were gonna hit that car. Oh crap. Oh, you for real right now, Bucket? That bucket should have exploded. Español no hables. Okay, hable inglés. Because me no hable español. Oh, crap. Gonna have to take a tow. It will be paid for by the company. Oh, apparently I'm paying for that tow. Apparently. Whatever. Oh, well. Oof. Alright, come on, game. Hurry up. I ain't got all night. Go ahead and make these repairs to this truck. From where I hit the Terminator bucket. Okay. Are we gonna make it though? That's the question. $43,000 in the hole? Dang! Yeah, we're probably gonna lose our truck. But it's alright. Well, looky here, guys. Yeah, Demara, that's kind of how I feel. Probably gonna lose the truck, but whatever. I'll just go back to that save point when we lose it. I won't even be mad. I'll be like, I just shrug my shoulders and go, oh well. Look, here's the deal, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Got a late start, but I went quite a bit past what I normally stream anyways, as far as the time of day that I stream. I'll be back on tomorrow around 2 p.m.-ish for Fallout 76 beta. We'll stream that for a couple hours, and then I'm going to kick off at 4, and then I'll be back on tomorrow evening around 7, and we'll stream from 7 p.m. till almost 11. Be doing American Truck. I'm not sure if it'll be single or multiplayer, but that's what we'll be doing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. I've had fun. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop.